Hello again, Super Mega Baseballers, Eric again. This time with the Dark Side. This is a 16 layer little gem that I was actually pretty proud of at the time. I had to get kind of creative to make everything look the way it did. And this is not a fan of Pink Floyd, but I like the album cover. I have to say it is kind of cool. All right. And this was one of the first ones that I used, the underscore. When I was trying to make lines, that's how that came about, because I realized I couldn't use the regular rectangles because they would just end up being too big and wouldn't be the size I wanted. And that's when I kind of realized the underscore was something I could use, and now I've used it. It's almost as prevalent in my logos as Swish 10, but nothing will ever be that prevalent. Just show you the uniforms real quick. Again, this was very early. Like the home one sucks, I'll admit that, but the road one looks cool. So road one is jersey 7. I just made it all black, and then the album cover really shines on this one. You can see that. So there we go. That's my dog hacking after ingesting a ridiculous amount of water that he doesn't need. All right, so let's get into this one. And again, the reason why I show the 16 layer ones is how you can be creative without using a lot. Again, you don't have to do anything the way I do it. This is just to show you what you're capable of with a little bit of effort. And again, feel free to take these and put them on your teams if you like them, especially if you're a Floyd fan. All right, so colors you're gonna use on this one, you're gonna use a bunch. So you're gonna have black, then you're gonna have this muted gray with just a smidge of blue, white, a medium dark purple, another blue, more of a kind of the medium light blue, also muted. When I say muted, meaning take the saturation down. Then I do a medium green, a muted light gold, a burnt orange, and a red. Again, I was looking at the album cover when I was doing this, so this is just a straight copy to see if I could do this. This was just a challenge to myself. All right, square 2 black, 000107, then underscore 3 times in font 1. Hadn't explored text for shapes much on this one, and so that's why these will all be font 1. But so 3 of these in purple, 146 -16, 113 rotation, 5 scale. Copy it and do it in that medium light blue that's muted. 145 -5, 12 rotation, and 5 scale. Copy and do it in green. 145 4, 11 rotation, 5 scale. Copy in that muted yellowish color. And that one's going to be at 147 17, 11 rotation, 5 scale. Copy it in the burnt orange. 147 27, 12 rotation, 5 scale. And then copy again in red. 147 38, 11 rotation, 5 scale. And again, these came about just from necessity being the mother of invention. Some of the ones that I'm the most proud of are things like this, where all of a sudden I tried something that I'd never tried before and found a solution. And this was done, I think this was done just sometime in the summer last year, in 2020, where I just happened to see this album cover and something that I was scrolling through on my phone, and I'm like, I wonder if I can make that logo. And that's where this came about. All right, so now we're doing triangle 1 in that light gray, slightly blue. Maybe a slate, we'll call that one. 026 050 scale. Copy it in black. 026 044 scale. And then I did 5 underscores. Now, what I can tell you is the more underscores you use, it's for the thinner the line you're going to make. I'm going to say that again. The more underscores you use is for the thinner line that you need. So if you need a really thin line, you do more underscores because it'll shrink down more. If you want a slightly thicker line, you use the 1, 2 underscores. So just understand that. So that's the reason why this one's a 5, because I wanted a really thin line. So make it, also it's all in font 1, in white, -2912, 345 rotation, 2 scale. That's the smallest you can go on scale. All right, then a triangle 3 in that slate blue also, -3136, 264 rotation, 10 scale. And the reason, the positioning of it was, again, looking at the album, I was trying to match it up as best I could, where you would think of it as the light coming in and turning into a prism on the other side. Okay, then you'll do outline, which again, you'll move up above triangle 3. Then you do a capital D font 7, capital S font 7 also, everything's in font 7. So the capital D in font 7 is at -171, 125, 0 rotation, 22 scale. I did it in black to kind of give it a negative look. And then the S is at 2128, 0 rotation, 22 scale. Then the rest of the word arc, I did it also in font 7, okay, capitals. It's going to be at -70, -138, 0 rotation, 10 scale. And then the IDE for side, again, same font, 110, -138, 0 rotation, 10 scale. Again, nice and easy, 16 layers. Probably took me about 45 minutes, honestly. The hardest part I knew was going to be the light beams out the back side. And once I figured that out, which probably took me a little bit of experimentation. That's the only reason why it took that long. Now, if I was going to do something like this, I could probably do it in 10 minutes because I know what I'm doing now. And so, like I said, it comes out pretty nicely, looks fantastic on the jersey, you know. So I'm not going to show you the home jersey because the home jersey sucks. So I hope you enjoyed that one. Nice and easy, 7 minutes or so of 16 layer gem that I do like, just because of, again, it was a bunch of firsts on this one. And I highly recommend playing around with text and trying all the different, there's some stuff you can't do in text. I don't even know why they give us the options, because you'll get a big giant square that'll show up. I'll show you one just for the hell of it. So you want to do this little dot. See, it shows up as a square. Don't like that. You still have to use a period if you want a dot. You want to make it smaller. But there's a bunch of stuff on the text that you can use that I highly recommend. Even like using letters. I started looking at letters for a couple things that I can do with all the different fonts. So definitely go around and check this. There's some cool hidden gems in here. Like I said, you see me using dash and underscore a lot, but you're going to start seeing me, some of my newer ones, I won't say in parentheses, but you're going to start seeing the slashes. You know, I've used this one a bunch of times. I'm using the greater than, less than signs a ton on a bunch of things now because I'm coming up with some cool stuff. And then if you're looking for, you know, a face where you don't need a lot of detail, you know, that little bracket right there works out really well too. So I highly recommend checking some of these out. The @ sign's also a really good one too if you check out some of the different fonts, the cool things you can do there. All right, so thank you very much. Please like and subscribe, and thank you for your support.